Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Empyrion. Not sure what we're gonna do today. Have to assess some things. I went on the workshop. Something, I learned from my own videos, because I was just reviewing a video and I had asked a question. Could you destroy these things? And right up top it says left, what does it say here? Left, shift, and F to pick up. Now, the next question is, what can we do with it? Do we just trash it? Or can we use it for something? How about we just trash it? And the same with this motorcycle. I asked the same question. That is garbage. I don't think you can. I'm sure some of you may have responded by the time you see this video. But I don't know. I don't know if you can scrap those, if it's worth scrapping or whatever. But that's that. So let's check the constructor. Making some fuel, plenty of sathium, a little bit of neodymium. So since the last recording, I went on the workshop and I downloaded some templates or blueprints. And I see that some of these, like this, is really awesome. And so is this. But look, it takes 305,000 iron ingots to make that thing. So there's some really cool ships out here that others have built. I've been looking at this one. Let's scroll down. Let's see, 492 sathium, which we have, and the 254 neodymium ingots. The neodymium would be the problem, unless we could find an asteroid with it on there. Capital vessel. I think on the server I made that one. Yeah. And, that's comparable, because you look at that. Now, the thing with this one was, I was able to fit two ships, one inside and one outside. I had my small vessel on the top and my mining vessel on the inside. So, I also got the hot dog. Made that on the server. But there's some cool things, a little space ball action there. Some really cool stuff. But we're looking at capital vessels. They'll be the next move in what we make. I don't know much about this one. I probably should go back on and look it up. The resource is not too resource heavy. We can accomplish all of this. Let's see, it's 29 by 13 by 43. By 13 by 43. And this is okay, so it's comparable in size. I just don't know. I think before I sink in a bunch of resources to something like this, I need to find out a little bit more about it. Can it hold other craft? I know we could modify it. Look at that. It even has a Cessna, TIE fighter. You downloaded some bases too, just out of curiosity. Figured I'd throw that on Trip's planet. Looks like something suitable. This is, she probably wouldn't be very happy with me if I did that. Gumball machine. I was just happy and clicking on stuff today. A piece of cake, a microwave, a piano, because hey, I'm a musician, so that's very fitting. Piano bass actually looked kind of cool inside. So a lot of cool stuff out there. If you didn't know, you can go to the workshop and check some of this stuff out. It's a lot of good stuff. That's pretty low end cost. I just don't know what all it has on it. Is there a way to do that without having to go to the workshop? A lot of sathium though. Look at that, all that sathium ore. So anyway, about enough time and messing around with this. I'll have to play around with it some more on my own time and see what's what. But right now, get back to the game, see what it is we were doing, what it is that we needed to be doing. Take off my helmet because I no longer need that here on the planet. I'll go ahead and eat some corn dogs. Loving those corn dogs. So my guess is that we probably need to work on building a capital vessel. Maybe going back into space again with some with the drill and our drill charges, and trying to get more parts, more neodymium ore if we can find that. Since we found the sathium last time, I hadn't been to the moon either, so who knows what we have there. Let's assess our ore. So we have iron, good bit of iron, pretty much a full stack, and then a good bit of, tell you what, let's move it down here so we can get a better idea of what's what. You know, more magnesium's good. We can make more bullets for our guns. We certainly need to do that. Let's go ahead and click on that. First, I don't even know what type of gun what bullets it takes. So I know the rocket launcher. Boy, this one says 9%. Okay, so let's go make some of these 15mm bullets. We say 10. Let's see, one will put out 100. You know, let's make 2,000 of them, because that really doesn't feel like a lot as fast as that gun shoots them. How about our rockets? How many rockets do we have here left on board? Is there a way to see that without getting into the cockpit? I was probably just looking at it and didn't know. Oh yeah, we're out of rockets. We are almost completely out of rockets, so we'll make some more of those too. And we're gonna just load up 1,000 of these right now. We could go hit some more POIs. We could absolutely do that. But I know there's a lot still on this planet that we have not researched yet, or not researched, but discovered. So absolutely, we could go check that out. Let's click on the small ammo box. And our fuel, how are we on fuel? We're still full, even though our little trip to the to outer space. It'd be pretty cool though if we could get if we could find a neodymium asteroid up there. Let's go back one more time, because you know, I came back kind of in a rush last time. The other ores are easy because we just take our mining vessel and go out there and scoop those up in no time. Even if we had to have, you know, 50,000 iron, we could do that right here on this planet. The neodymium, it looks like that's going to be a key component for some of these larger capital vessels. So let's see if we can go out here to the asteroid belt and find us a neodymium asteroid. It's probably a tall task. I also wish I knew if the asteroids if they respawn, you know, if they just randomly, the ore comes in here, or if you just have what you have and that's it. Also, could you put an auto miner on an asteroid? That sounds possible, you know, but I don't know that, being that you're not loaded into outer space, whether it would run or not. You know, would you not be in here? Because it feels like such a waste. Whoa. What is that thing? Okay, that is an enemy vessel right there. That is not... that is not a friendly. I fought one of those earlier today. Would be awesome if we could take that thing out. But I fought one of those earlier today on the server in my capital vessel, and it wrecked the front of my capital vessel. So I don't think we're quite prepared to take that on now. Hopefully he doesn't come after us. I don't know the speed of those things. I'm going to run into an asteroid. Hopefully that doesn't destroy our ship by doing that. I'm kind of keeping an eye on this thing flying sideways. So let's get on through this asteroid belt here. There's a lot of good stuff on there. If you go take out the control block and salvage, you can find a lot of good things. Plus a lot of good ores on there as well. Maybe you can share your experience in the comments down below and taking some of those vessels out like that. And if it is possible to do it with a small vessel, I just know that with my capital vessels big and clunky, and it's kind of maneuverable to be the size that it is, but it absolutely destroyed the front end of my vessel. I was using artillery trying to take it out, and it came out on the winning end of the deal, but not without taking a massive amount of damage. So no ores as of yet. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Neodymium asteroid! Let me scoot on over here. Hopefully that big bad alien vessel didn't follow us, because I'm going to hop off my ship. And it'll be easy pickings for him. I wonder if I can land on this thing. As long as I don't take the ore out that's beneath it, should be okay, I guess. Famous last words. Okay, it's stationary. Nice, nice. Now, let me take one more look at this vessel. Okay, it's out of range now. I don't see it. So we should be good. Let's get ourselves some neodymium. So we'll stock up on this stuff. And, you know, I guess begin construction on a capital vessel. I'd mostly, you know, I'm familiar with the one capital vessel. I need to expand my horizons. I need to make a different one than the one I have on the server that was just a prefab. I don't think I want to take the time now to make one from scratch, just for time's sake. Once I figure out a little bit better in the game and mechanics and what works and what doesn't, maybe we'll go back, or maybe we'll just take the prefab we use and change it up a bit. But right now, I think for time's sake, we'll just plug in the resources needed and craft that bad boy and get it going. It seems like the smartest thing to do, at least for right now. There's not a lot here on this side. That's not very promising. Kind of want to come up here and check on our ship to make sure me manipulating, okay, still there, manipulating this asteroid didn't cause it to float away. What are we up to here? Not much. Yeah, it would be really cool if you could put the auto miner on an asteroid. A thing that I don't know is just a question I had earlier. Do these asteroids randomly spawn in and out? Is it static? You just have what's here and that's it for the rest of the game, duration of the game? Or, you know, how is that? That would kind of make sense that it would be that way, at least realistically speaking. You know, it would just be a certain amount of them here and that's it. Once you do what I'm doing here, you don't get any more. And if that's the case, and most likely is the case, then we have to be very careful about how we spend this ore. We can't just waste it, squander it away on something that, you know, we don't want or need. There you go, Pronto. Buddy Pronto was telling me, hey, you need to turn your light on, man. We can't see what you're doing, and I just completely forgot to do it again. I'm actually the opposite on 7 Days to Die. I never turn my mining helmet off. It's on 24/7, night or day or whatever. Okay, so there's a little bit more over here. I think there might be a little bit more down beneath too. Go ahead and nip the last little bit of this stuff up, take it back with us and make some bars and see what we're sitting on, how much we can make. This capital vessel would be really nice to be able to load my ships onto and go exploring some other planets, because I don't have a lot of experience exploring other planets, and I know there's some tough planets out there. Empyrion, I think, is the name of one of them that take a look at our star chart here. Empyrion, that has Zascosium? Maybe it's Empyrion's moon, one of the two. I have to look that up, but pretty sure that's where you get Zascosium. I googled it earlier, and it said that that was the only place that you could get that ore. So if that's the case, then we need a capital vessel to get there. We need to make a capital vessel that does not require it to So this is going pretty fast. Looks like for the most part, we're getting all of it, and we're not going to leave any here. We may as well take all of it while we can. One thing that I'm curious about with the auto miner on something like this is it doesn't show a percentage, and I don't know if that means that you can't put it down. Those auto miners are pretty huge too. The tier 3 are pretty huge. Looks like it just keeps going and going and going. Deep in this asteroid. I hate to leave, especially if this thing it does despawn. Then maybe that's probably something I should have Googled before I ever started recording today. Do asteroids despawn or respawn? Just to know what the mechanics are for that. It's still very green to the game. There's so many things to learn, so many things that I need to research. I did a little bit of research today, but I mostly got sidetracked with all of the prefabs you could download from the workshop. I was just blown away with all of the things that are out there, the bases and ships and all that stuff. What are we up to here? Only 223. Feels like we should have so much more than what we have. This is a little bit harder than mining on a planet, getting down in a hole. See, it's just not coming in very quickly. And we'll be all the way to the other side before long if I keep going deeper and deep. Look at this huge hole we've created. Goodness. Let's really try to get a little bit more. My hope was to get 500 or 600 of it, but as slow as we're getting this, I don't know if I'm going to have the patience to hang here with it and get it all. But I know it's very important for me to kind of get all of this that I can get, not knowing whether or not this asteroid will be here when we come back, or how much that we'll need. My guess is that it's going to take a lot over time what we'll need for different projects. I'm sure some of the capital vessel things that you create, the devices that you put on it, are going to require this stuff. Boy, there's a lot on this side. But I'd really also hate to go back to the planet, come back here next episode or episode after that, and it's all gone. You know, it's just, this asteroid's not here anymore, and we just kind of wasted our opportunity to pick it all up. We're trying to mine as much of this stuff, farm as much resources as we can now, and set us up for future episodes. So early on, you know, and in my 7 Days to Die Let's Play series, you saw early on I do a lot of mining, cutting trees, that type of thing, and I set myself up for later so that we can just have a good time and play the game and enjoy it. I don't have to do a whole lot of resource gathering. So you just bear with me for this episode, and who knows how many more, but you know, definitely this one. Let me get all that I can get of this neodymium. Scoop it all up. What are we up to? Almost 400. Gosh, this is so slow. This is not like mining on a planet at all. It's kind of coming in fast now. Oh, look at that, we're creating a giant hole right there. Hopefully our vessel is unharmed over on the other side. Good stuff though. Yeah, I called it out. You know, this is what we needed. And we come out here and we find one. Hopefully that marauder vessel, whatever that was out there, will move on along. Nothing to see here. Nothing but a noob and his mining drill. Gathering resources. But one day, come back and we'll be a force to be reckoned with. It probably would be more resource efficient just to make our own ship the way we want, because you know, I know what's going to happen. We're going to make one of these prefabs that I've downloaded, and it's not going to have enough guns or enough storage space for, you know, hangars for our crafts or something. It's going to be something. We're going to end up spending even more resources to make that happen. So I don't know. I'll have to weigh that out. I certainly don't believe we're going to have the resources here in this episode, but sometime soon when we work on that capital vessel, I'll have to kind of weigh out what feels better to me, to make my own or to use a prefab. Still a little bit left on here to nip away at, and then we'll be done. We'll get in the ship and head back home. What a great game this is, though. I've really enjoyed my time playing it thus far. I don't know how long it'll hold my interest, but so far, seeing the potential, and I love to build and create, so seeing some of the ships and bases that people have created, really, you know, I don't know how many of you would actually sit there and watch me create some of those mega structures and bases and capital ships and all of that. I have not actually watched this on YouTube at all, so I don't know what other YouTubers do with this game as far as their playthroughs, if they do a lot of building, if they just explore and do POIs, or what they do. I'm sure they have to do a little bit of everything, but I don't know what their primary focus is, just because I don't get out on YouTube a whole lot. Maybe I check someone out at some point here in the next couple days and get an idea of what they're doing. I just picked up this game and kind of approached it the way I would approach 7 Days to Die. And you know, I always, you know, I think my Let's Play are a little different than most. My approach, at least, is a little different. So I guess we'll go ahead and call it, head back to the planet. We've gotten a big chunk of this, a good part of it. We've taken in. It's so addictive to do this, you know. It's very addicting. It's like habit forming when you're mining. It's the same on any other game where you can mine, you know. And I keep referring to 7 Days to Die. Just that's my #1 go-to. But this mining thing, I could just sit here and scoop up this ore for hours and hours. So I apologize if it's been, hopefully what I'm talking about has been somewhat entertaining, because I'm sure what I'm doing is not all up in this thing, taking out this ore. But if you're not familiar with 7 Days to Die, or you are and haven't seen my Let's Play series, absolutely go give it a look-see. You know, go check out the first episode. And I'll warn you too, the first episode, the sound was a little low, so you might have to turn up your volume just a bit. After about 2 or 3 episodes, I did get the volume situated with my mixer. And but hang in there for a few episodes, maybe even go through the first 7 days, you know, and see what I was able to accomplish on that in the first 7 days. Certainly by far my favorite game all time. And a lot of hours on it, you know, 2,000 hours or so. All right. Well, that was good. That was a lot. Still some more right down there. It makes me want to go get it, but I'm not. All right, so let's check this side out, though, so we know if we can come back and maybe mine some more up here. It doesn't look like there's enough to worry with coming back to. Unless this goes all the way through to the other side. I mean, it very well may. If that's the case, then hopefully this thing doesn't despawn. And if we need it a little bit more, you know, we can come back up here and chew away with our drill. It'd be nice to have a mining capital vessel to come up here and scoop up some of these ores as well. But I don't want to stay trapped on my planet for too much longer. I do want to go to some other planets, so capital vessel is definitely going to be in the works here soon. We're gonna build one, or we're gonna use a prefab, or we're gonna something or another. I don't know if it would be worth, you know, you sitting there and watching me create something like that from scratch, or just using a prefab and then maybe, you know, changing it up a little bit, customizing it to our own, how we, you know, how we look at what our capital vessel should be like. Who knows? Who knows what we do, but certainly know I need one, and I need one pretty soon. At this stage of the game, I don't know. Let's see, 5. This is probably episode 7 or 8, so I don't know how fast a progress I really should be making on something like that within the first several days, because the days are pretty long on here, days and nights, and we're only about, what, 7 or 8 episodes in by this point. If I'm right, I'm trying to think of what episodes I still have yet to publish that I've recorded, but all right, that's good. That's good. We have 932, almost a full stack. We'll go with it. Where did our ship go? It's over here, and it did not float away. That's good news. Very, very bad if it floats away. Okay, so that's our moon over there. We won't worry about going there today. We've already wasted half an episode just up here doing this, mining these this asteroid. Oh, I thought I had it selected on machine gun. I didn't even look up to see which one I was on. out one of those bad boys. So maybe we come in and kind of fly around a little bit here. See if there's something we need to take out. A little tiny bit of experience I have with the drone base on this planet. It was insane how difficult it was. There were giant mechs walking around and all sorts of crazy stuff. So let's see where we came in at. What is this over here? Oh, that is a drone base. So we don't want to go that way. Epsilon, Crash Titan. Let's turn around. I really need to get the what you call it? There's a farm. Did we go to this farm? I don't remember going to this farm. I'm confused because, you know, silly. I play on the multiplayer and play on this, so I don't remember coming to this farm. Though, I tell you right now, I don't think we have. Neodymium ore, look at that. Oh man, what was that? Can we land on this garden here? Oh, I didn't take that drone out. I thought I took it out. Did it just dodge me, or... Okay, we can land right there. Nice. Alright, let's take my helmet off. I don't know what that stuff is or if it's anything we need, but I know this could be some stuff that we need in here. Neodymium. Being a little picky about what I take here. You know what? We don't have a full stack of that. Sathium, you know what, just for space sake, take that with us. Looks like might be some good stuff in there. Boy, all of these storage containers, though. I'm going to be really upset if we find a tier 2 multi-tool after going through what we went through to get this. There's a drill charge. Hard to pass those up. We have lots of magnesium back at the base, so not too worried about picking up a whole lot of that. Let's go in this building here. No O2 in the tank. Is there anything we can loot in this building? Doesn't look like it. Just nice little farm, though. Nice little garden they have. Okay, this looks like some good stuff. Reposition here in the chair. Dino stew. We'll eat that. Sathium, we'll take that. It's really, you know, nothing that I care to waste a whole lot of space for, but there is another level up here. Is there anything up here? Just another garden. What is that? Looks like a pear. And wheat. I wonder how high these things stack. Oh! More rocket drones? Oh, they're destroying my small vessel. This is not good. Not good at all. We'll be lucky if we're able to salvage this. I must be really close by. I didn't even check the map. Oh, wrong gun again. I need to change that grouping up so that the machine guns are on. Whoa! Came in for a hard landing. So that the machine guns are on one. Well, it's like free loot, but it makes me a little nervous. You don't know how many more shots my ship can take. Okay, let's see what's in here. It's a pretty cool little place. Staff only, eh? Oh, you know what? There's another two. We'll take that. Can I not carry more than that? There you go. Space oranges. Oh, there's some showers here. Stomach pills are for. There's nothing in there that we can loot, just to make sure. Alright. Will that not stack? Why does it stick it in my inventory? I'll take the antidote pills too. Alright, well, that's that. I don't know if it was quite worth getting our ship shot up for, but let's take our multi-tool here and click on repair. Okay, looks pretty good. All right. Epsilon's over there. And I wanted to get to that ship. Logistics center. I believe we've already looted that thing. Drone base is that way. Here comes another one. Well, those things are just everywhere. We're not even going to worry about going down there and getting that. I don't know why they're defending this farm so much. See if it's faster just to go around. I think it's faster just to go around that way to get to it. Alright, well, I guess that was a really decent trip to be able to find that neodymium out there. Back part. Whoa, where did I find that at? And is it heavily defended? We're gonna go check that out. Someone said today that there was a lot of loot to be had in this back part. I really probably should go down there and get that loot. Or just be under constant attack from these drones. Let's look and see on this ship if there's some storage. Cargo box right here. Let's access that. Let's stick some of this stuff in here. It's probably food's probably gonna spoil before we even get back, but that's all right. Check out what's up in here. Now, can we salvage this without taking out a control block? No, we cannot. We have to find that. Ooh, I bet this is one of those things where I have to tunnel. You know? I guarantee you that's what it is. We're not going to tunnel too much, but I am going to take this down a little bit and see exactly what this is. Let's do terrain removal. See if that works a little bit faster than the mining. It's probably about the same. Oh, I bet we had to shoot this thing out. I don't have shotgun with me or explosives. I'm gonna feel really silly if there's another way to get in here. It looks like there is another way to get down in here, so. But I don't know what this leads to. Perhaps the control block for the ship is down here. If that's the case, then it would be worth getting down here and taking that out so we could salvage this thing. I still need to get back over to the mine and salvage it. I've not done that yet. I want to salvage that whole thing and then hopefully plug some of those pieces into the creating of the capital vessel and reduce the time on that. Okay, so here's the floor right here. It would be super awesome if we could find the control block in this place. Pray that a rocket drone doesn't come out there and destroy our small vessel. Wall. Whoa. That's just going underneath the ship. I doubt there's anything down there. Who knows? Let's get some more of this out of the way. I mean, I guess, you know, I don't have any experience with this at all, and I'm guessing that there's a control block in this ship, and once we get that taken out, we could salvage this ship and all the parts on it. I'm sure there are containers up top we could loot too, more than just the two that we've found so far. This is a lot of terrain removal here. This could take a while, and I really don't know if there's anything so worth having that we want to do what we're doing, but hopefully this thing doesn't collapse in on us or something. Nothing over that way. There's a wall this way too, so control block wouldn't be over there or there. Could it possibly be down here? What does this lead to? Does it lead to the outside? Or is this just under the vessel itself? It'd be nice to be able to salvage those for sure. I think that's it though. I think that's the bottom. So the control block must be in a different location. It's certainly not under here anywhere. Give it a double take here. It's pretty cool though. Maybe is it up in there? Check out this piece right here. We were just in this, weren't we? See, I'm getting all turned around. Look up in the ceiling and make sure it's not in there. And okay, there's an elevator. Same thing though. I think I'm gonna go up top first before I get too far down in here. Let's go up top. Make sure there's nothing that we're missing up here. A control block or something. There's a lot of storage up here. So, it doesn't look like anything. Steel blocks, we'll take those. Doesn't look like any control blocks up here, but I'm sure I can't salvage this. Now it's 100% hit points. Okay, so maybe at the bottom of this elevator would be let's do it. Let's go down and see. Whoa. Hallway and a doorway right there. Let's take this doorway out. Take all of this out, back all of this up. It's a good thing we had a lot of mining charges. I left my ship going out there, not thinking I would be in here for very long. We're pretty disappointed if we don't find the control block. I was just certain that we would stumble across it. Fortune has probably run out after finding all that neodymium earlier, that asteroid, after calling it. And saying, hey, this is what we're after. And there it is. Is this a doorway? Or is this just a wall? It's a doorway, right? No. No, it's not. Let's see how far back this goes. We just tunnel over to where we were at before from the other side. Who knows? We're gonna have a lot of concrete though. So yeah, I don't know my way around well enough to. I really hate to think that I'm just missing it. You know, that it's right there and. But I do not see it. If it is here. That thing right there kind of has me curious. I wonder if we can shoot those blocks and... Oh, sounded like something caving in. same thing this way. You know, we could probably go this way too. I'm not going to go too far here, but I may have been going the wrong way the whole time. That's the doorway. Probably leads back outside. Kind of keeping my eye on the radar too. Nice, some storage. And another door. I have no idea where I'm at in the ship, though. You know what, we're going to take all of the plastic because I could very well use that on capital vessel. It's very intriguing, you know, this game is, it's very interesting to me. I just don't know enough about it. And I guess that's what makes it so interesting to me is I'm so new to it. Some of you maybe play this game and know every square inch of it. I just do not. I just don't know enough about it to know anything about anything. But I do know that I have to take a control block out to salvage this thing. And someone told me today on the channel if you can find the rear end of the ship, you'll find the most good stuff on it. And I don't know if they were just talking about the stuff in the storage, the storages like that we found, or what. But I was gonna say it looked like stairs over there. I bet you we can't make that jump. Can we make that jump? Not quite. I could do this though. Oh, not quite. I'm gonna try to jump up there and then like shoot my way through the next level. We didn't go in there, did we? Did we go all the way up there? I guess we kind of did, didn't we? Was there nothing up there? This is where we started out. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought for sure we hadn't been up there yet. Well, I don't know. I am positive that there'd be a control block somewhere, and maybe I'm looking at it and I don't even know what it looks like. You know, I just don't have enough knowledge of the game to even know what that thing might look like. But it'd be excellent if we could salvage some of these engines and some of this stuff. You know, I feel like that's kind of the goal, is to find the control block and take it out. Well, let's head on back to our base, I guess, and maybe eventually I'll come back over here. Could even be down in here somewhere. It's most likely over in that area right there. I don't know how much digging we did in that area. Okay, we were heading this way, yep. Boy, there's a lot of stuff still to discover out here. There's a drone. There's a base right over there too. I hope that base is not in range to fire. almost on the right path to get back to our base and get that neodymium ore processing into ingots. So I don't know. I'm so intrigued by the game. I may stop the recording and then jump right back into another episode recording and get that ore processed. Maybe work on something. Work on a ship. You know, get a ship going. Because I think we have all that we need now for a decent sized capital vessel. Can't be sure of that until I get back to the base and take a look at the blueprint. But we're going to have a lot of neodymium ingots. We have a lot of sathium ingots. You know, last time we were coming in, it was turning daytime. This time it's turning night. We've been out for so long. So I had a lot of stuff in my storage as well. Let's turn this bad boy off. Go to cargo box access. Probably need to take this food out so it can be thrown into the refrigerator. Let's do that first. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and eat. Yeah, we're short on space in the refrigerator. I need to make another one. Maybe that's what we need to do. Run to the constructor, get our neodymium in there. Alright, so we have our bullets and our rockets. Came back with a lot of goodies, I know that. Nice. Oh yeah, this is going to produce a lot of neodymium. A lot. So real quick before the end of the episode, let's look at the blueprint again. So I made tier 2 on server. Tier 2A. Oh yeah, we'll have plenty of neodymium. Oh, the sathium though. That's a lot of sathium. Restrum, zirconium. We do not have that. I don't know how much zirconium we have. I'll have to look. That's a lot of iron for that one. Yeah, it's kind of silly looking though. I don't really care the way that looks. This one up here though is really interesting to me. I'd like to have something like that. So we'll have everything we need to make this one. It says 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now, I hate to waste parts, but I bet you if we take like these reactor cores, this flux coil, stuff like that, and plug it into that ship, we can drastically reduce the amount of time it takes to create it. So that's most likely what we'll do. And then we can, you know, we put that together, throw our ships on it, shoot up to the moon to start out with, and gather up some of the pentaxid, and get that refined, and so forth and so on. I'll just let some food spoil. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging here with me today. I hope it wasn't too boring of an episode for you. I wanted to get that mining done, and then, of course, get a little bit of exploring done as well. But we'll pick it back up next episode, and perhaps throw together a capital vessel. Maybe while we're waiting on it to be constructed, we can extend our base. We can make it a little larger to house a capital vessel. Maybe give it a home here, landing pad. Well, thank you, and I'll see you next time.